Hello everybody, it's Nick here and welcome back to Let's Play Pool of Radiance 2023 edition. As you can see, I have leveled up my fighter, my cleric, and my thief. Unfortunately, the two, Nick and Goldleaf, were not able to get trained. We still don't have enough experience points. So in this video, we're going to take on the, whatchamacallit. We're going to take on the actual final bosses in this level. But first, I want to let you guys know a couple things I did with the last couple videos. I added timestamps for the battles. So that way, when, if there's one you're in particular trying to look for, you can. I'm trying to do it in the same order as my guide, but in my last video, I really mucked it up. But they have the same names as they do in the walkthrough. So anyway, let's go back to the slums and finish off this level. One thing I wonder is this, are there more random encounters when it's night out? I don't know. I never bothered to test that. We're going to wait and the monsters run away. So we're going to run a little task here. And trust me, we are going to want to do it. Almost seems like the random encounters are more frequent. Anyways, you enter an elegantly paneled room. A small man is sitting at a table. Well, what are you here for? Let's, insolent ones, I'll teach you a lesson. Okay, we probably don't want that. How about sly? I don't like you. Get out quickly. And if you stay or whatever, he'll say the same thing. So, be nice. I do have a task for you. I had a potion commissioned, but I can't get away now. I'll pay you to get it. Okay, fine. The shop is southeast from here. Give my name, Ohlo, and then bring the potion here. I'll make it worth your time. You leave the room. And if you go back in, he just says, you return without the potion, you leave the room. So we're going to go into the rope guild. Yeah, see that area down there, like the bottom third of the map? It's an area where you cannot use your auto map. So this is where you map the, I probably still have them around somewhere, but I had, when I first played through this game, I graphed out everything on paper, just like the old-fashioned way. But now I just know the map so well that I don't need the map anymore. So let's see if we can figure this out. This is the entrance to the rope guild. It was abandoned long ago. You enter the site of the old rope guild. This building is very complicated. Few who enter here ever return. I'm pretty sure they meant to say never, but typo. There's a few of them in this game. So as soon as you turn, your auto map is gone. So that's why you have me to guide you. So we're gonna hit the wall here, south. We're gonna turn left and hit the wall. Turn left again. Keep going forward till we hit the wall, north. Turn right. Then go forward, turn right again, go forward, turn left, forward, turn left, keep going until you hit the wall, turn right, keep going forward until you hit the wall, turn left, forward, turn right, forward, and take this last corridor here. Then to your left here is where the potion is. A man comes out hurriedly. I'm very sorry, I'm closed now. I don't like that, let's attack him. The man runs into the shop with a cry. An ogre comes lumbering out. Are you sure it's just an ogre? Anyways, that's not what we want to do. We want to, talk. I was asked by Ohlo. Oh, I see, I'll bring it right now. Soon the man comes out with a package and says, please take it to him. You leave the shop. If you go back in, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You leave the shop. Okay, so now we got to retrace our steps. So to do so, we're going to face north, go forward, turn left, go forward 2 steps. Fortunately, we can avoid these guys. Take a left, go forward once, go turn right and keep going forward till you hit the wall. Turn left, keep going till you hit the wall. Turn right, go forward, turn right, go forward till you hit the wall. Turn left, and go forward once, turn left again, and go forward twice, turn right, go forward twice, and then turn right and keep going until you get out of there. And then your auto map will be back. Let's see if we can get back there without any monster encounters, but I won't hold my breath. Also, I am a hypocrite. Oh, this is a little bit more rare of an encounter. Angry goblins led by a bugbear. We don't want to fight those right now. Not that bugbears are overly difficult, but they are a little bit tougher. And like I said, as I said, we're not dealing with the random encounters here. But it seems I can't make any progress. Anyways, I am getting back to what I was originally going to say, I'm a hypocrite because I said there's no reason to use the lodges. Well, I actually did use the lodge before I started this video to rest up my characters. Because one thing I never liked about this game is the experience points. Oh my gosh. Experience points. When you level up your characters, your MHP or max hit points go up, but not your normal hit points. They don't go up with the max experience, so you have to rest. I also memorized an extra Cure Light Wound spell for my cleric, in case you're wondering. Thank you. Give me the potion, please. And claim more money and attack are the same as before. Ohlo drinks the potion eagerly. He grows younger and stronger before your eyes. Good! Now I'll give you your reward. And he will give us an item we are going to need for the final fights in this area. So we got a halberd. That's pretty good. We got scrolls and potions, which I'll probably just end up selling. Again, hypocritical, because I said you should identify everything. Hey, I was just quoting the Japanese manual. Yeah, Gwydian's full, so after this mission, we might want to go to the store and empty our inventory. You're also going to notice I have a ton of gold now, and that's because, but you'll notice that I have no gems. I went to the jeweler, and I forgot she gives you a different amount for every time, but like the first gem that I sold to her was like worth 1,000. Anyways, this is the most important item here, the necklace, and I can't carry anymore, unfortunately. So I'll give it to Goldleaf. You leave the room, and if you go back, he just says, I have no time for you now. And he can't really do anything. Okay, so now it's time for quite possibly one of the toughest fights in the game. In fact, it's so tough, I'm going to need a drink of my Barks root beer. I also want to apologize for the last part. I was very deep voice, monotone, everything. I just woken up to do that video, and I really shouldn't have done that, so I hope you can forgive me. Because I want this walkthrough to be more entertaining. But anyways, we're going to go all the way back to the Rope Guild. Because, of course, the game would have us go there. Yeah, it's basically if the enemies are angry or you're surprised by them, you cannot avoid a battle. Other than that, if you select the wait option, they should go away. I don't remember any other scenarios. So anyways, so from the entrance of the Rope Guild, here are the directions, and I'm turning so it disables the auto map. So we're gonna go forward once, turn right, keep going until you hit the wall. I really hope I don't come across any enemies here. Just follow the corridor till you hit the wall here. Turn right, and basically you want to follow this corridor to the very end. And this is where the actual boss fight of the game takes place. And it is not going to be pretty. Monsters are playing and throwing flour bags at each other. One of the bags breaks, sending billows of flour up. The playful monster seems unhappy. Kobold: Gee, I have nothing to throw. A troll spots you and grins. Yeah, you do. You have them. And yes, the game just said the T word. The troll, one of the hardest enemies, probably in the realms, but definitely one of the hardest enemies in this entire game. They are not to be taken lightly, and they are very hard to kill, and they do massive damage. So that'll be fun. So my big advice to you in this part, do not hit the kobolds. I know you want to, I know you want to smack them around a lot, but unfortunately, it's not a good idea. I'm going to use this healing potion. I'm stronger, okay. Oh boy, but that's not going to matter, because look at that. The troll killed me in one hit. This might take a couple attempts, I'm afraid to say. All I can say is it's a good thing that Gold Leaf has the necklace. So I'm going to have to send my fighter up there. Now I believe trolls have 33 hit points. I forgot to use the aim feature. So yeah, this level might require a second take. I don't think I'm going to do it on this run. And plus, it's not really following the strategy that I was hoping for. But that necklace we just got might come in handy. Now, you do want to conserve this thing. You do not want to just use it willy-nilly, because there's a limited amount of shots. But for this battle, I'd say it's worth using 1 or 2 shots. Unfortunately, this will kill all of the kobolds. And unfortunately, that didn't do anything, and I'm sure my fighter's going to be hit and killed. Oh, he just barely made it out of there. Alright, we'll use one more fireball. Like I said, this one is probably going to require a second take, but that's okay. I don't mind failing in these videos because, I mean, that's what would happen in real life anyway. And I'm not a perfectionist, at least with this game. So the troll is dying. Now, trolls normally have an ability to regenerate, and after 33 turns, I believe, maybe less, they will respawn. Which sounds bad, except I believe it's in the Japanese manual, or I read somewhere, or maybe it's the clue book, I can't remember which, but I did read from an official source, if you stand on the space that troll is on, they will not regenerate, because you're standing on top of their space. And I think, okay, someone just messaged me, and it's not somebody I recognize, so, interesting. Of course, that happens while I'm recording, I always get interrupted. Anyways, surprisingly I did that, but let me just talk about the strategy that's in my guide. Basically, you want to try to put the kobolds to sleep, that way the trolls cannot get to you. And when you use the fireball necklace, you want to use it strategically so it doesn't hit the kobolds. So you basically use them as sort of a meat shield in a way. That's what I would do. I actually got really lucky here and did it on my first try. And that's quite a bit of experience. So we got a longsword and a manual. Interesting. I don't believe it's the manual that this game comes with, but we'll see how much it's worth. So with that battle finished, the slums are clear, and you could rest anywhere you want uninterrupted. I'm going to speed it up here so you're not, here all day. I don't believe I used an... Oh, I did use spells. Okay. So now it's the daytime. Oh yeah, let me show you guys how to get out of here though. So from the entrance here, we're going to go right. Of course, you could just follow the directions that are on the bottom of the screen in the HUD for the compass. I guess that would probably be a better idea, and I believe I do have directions in my walkthrough. But it's probably just really slow paced for this video to tell you where to go, so I'm kind of going a bit slow there, but anyways. One thing I wish is that they give you an area map after you beat the slums at least, but they don't do that. But you can rest here uninterrupted now, and so you don't need the lodge anymore. So that's pretty cool. Now, it's not over yet. There's before we go on to the next mission, we're going to want to train our characters, and we're going to want to go to the stores and shops and see what our stuff's worth or what we got. So, and of course, we're going to want to get our reward. In fact, let's do that first because we'll get experience for that.
Let me check whether we owe you a reward. Phlan will be expanded now that you have cleared the slums.
Take your reward. 500, okay, not too good, but let's see what else she's got for us.
Drive away the monsters of Sokal Keep. Find any history books about Phlan in the old times.
Okay, but you already told us that. Is there anything new?
Yes, there is one more thing. A powerful weapon will be sold in Polo Plaza. Go to see who gets it and what kind of weapon it is. I've given all the missions that I may.
Alright, interesting. So the next thing we want to do is train. We got more than enough money to train, so we don't really need to sell any items right now. Oh, look at that! Gwydion is a fighter at 3 level. Now, my strategy is to try to get him at least 10 points, if not more. And it's not really doing that, huh? Alright, I guess I'll keep that one. 11 points is fine. So, yeah, basically my strategy here is to keep going out, hit the wall here a few times, and go back in. Because that's how the randomizer works. I know it's really weird, but hey, I didn't program this game. I'm just playing it, so we're going to be trying this for quite a while. I have a feeling 29 is as good as I'm going to get, so I will keep that one. Don't have enough experience for that. I think Johnny can get a few more hit points than they're giving him. Okay, 19. I guess I'll keep that one. You're never going to be perfect, but... Okay, 16. That's really good. I'm going to keep that one. And Magic User at 2 level. And now we get one of these spells. We could do Burn Hands or Magic Missile. I would recommend Magic Missile because it always hits enemies when you use it. So, I guess that's fine. Magic User, when your mage level increases, you don't get a lot of points for that. A lot of hit points. Excuse me. So, unfortunately, I cannot train, which is really too bad, because I was really hoping I could do that, but nope. Schwarzenegger does not think I'm good enough. I mean, look at him. It's obviously Schwarzenegger, and he's unique to the NES version. And the computer versions, the way the training halls worked was you actually went inside the training hall, not just that one room, and you went to these different doors, and there were different trainers there. And I guess in the NES version, they just decided to simplify it, which I'm fine with. I think that's a good idea. But let's memorize... Well, I don't think we're going to need Magic Missile just yet. We are going to need it in the not-too-distant future. But we don't need it right now. But I think it is time to... before we go on our next mission, actually, there's one last thing we need to do. And that's to go to the armor shop and see what items we have and how much they're worth. So, I'm going to be a hypocrite and sell my scrolls. And it's only 300 gold pieces, so it wasn't much to begin with. I see that shield's worth 1250 gold, but this one's worth 7, so let's sell that one. I don't think we're going to need that. I'm going to keep the banded mail for now, because I might give it to another party member, but then I might sell it later. I don't need this scroll, I don't think. The two-handed sword. Okay, so that's longsword +1. This one's worth 7 though, so we're not going to need that. Actually, how much was the two-handed sword? 1,000. Okay, probably a +1 or something. Gold leaf. I am going to get the... We already know this is a fireball necklace, but let's sell the sword we don't need. And what about the shield? Okay, that one... Okay. But let's identify that manual. Let's see what it is. It's 200 gold piece. I thought it was 250. Of B health. Okay. So I believe that one raises your constitution level a point, but I've heard that for it to take effect, it takes like 30 in-game days for that to pass. So, I don't really know about that. Yeah, I guess we can identify that. Okay, speed. That one might come in handy later, and I did not equip my thief with the leather armor, which is very smart, you know. No, I don't want to identify it. You could usually tell how strong a sword is just by its value. So 1,000 is pretty good, but if it's 2,000 or more, that's even better. Okay, so these are both, those are both 1,000 gold pieces. So I'm going to give that one to my thief. So we're going to trade. Oops. Well. Because once again, thieves are not, I don't believe, are supposed to wield long swords, but they do in this game. I think they just forgot to program that little bit in there. So let's see, yeah, he had 8 armor class, but now it's 5, so at least that's better. The dagger isn't... Okay. So the dagger adds 4 + 1 instead of 2 + 0. But this is 8 + 1 for a long sword, so... honestly, I don't quite know about how Thaco works, except for it's the probability of hitting an enemy. But anyways, now to the part that we all want to go to, Sokal Keep, the second mission. Now, I don't believe we're going to have time to do everything in this place, but we're going to try to cover as much as we can. So, we've already read what his diatribe about that. And my phone is getting a notification. Of course, I'm always getting notifications while I'm doing these videos. You arrive at the fortress of Sokal Keep. Alright, good to know. So the first thing you want to do here is go to the corner here. I'm going to save here. You can see an elfin, is that right? Skeleton in the rocks and grass. His weapons and belongings are rusty or have rotted to pieces. What do you do? Let's talk to it. I mean, why would the game give us that option if we couldn't talk to it? This elf expired a long time ago. Yes, this game likes to think it's in a hospital or something because people don't die, or at least everywhere except the combat screen, they expire. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's due to Nintendo's regulations or whatever. Let's attack it. The body of the elf breaks into pieces. Let's search that. You find a torn scroll in his pouch. You manage to read one word that appears to be a code or password. I have a feeling we shouldn't have desecrated that corpse. But let's steal from it anyway. You find his pouch with the scroll in it. So now we're assuming that this skeleton was male and it was an elf. I don't know how you would know that. On the scroll are some words in Elvish. Ho 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 ho. Is that like the king's language or something? Anyways. It's probably the worst elf's impression you'll ever hear, I'm sorry. Here's the main gate of Sokal Keep. You hear faint footsteps from inside the keep. The grass has grown very thick to the west of the gate. Which I think is trying to signify that's where the elf skeleton is, but... there's really no need to go to that skeleton anymore. So you see that big area in the middle? That's where we're trying to get to. But it's going to take us a little bit of work. This section over here to the left, that's really not necessary to beat the game. There is a set battle there, but it's with a bunch of scorpions, which you don't get much experience from it, and if they poison you, you lose your character. It's not worth the experience by any means. So let's go out there and let's go out here and see what the noise is all about. We're hearing faint footsteps. So they gotta be something. So we want to go over here. But what was that? What was that sound? Well, let's take a rest. Maybe we can rest on it. Maybe some friendly stranger will interrupt us and offer to join us on our quest. Let's see what happens. Oh! Suddenly a group of undead appears. Well, waiting doesn't seem to do anything. Let's parley. You try all of the words on the elf scroll and the undead leave. Ah! So these guys must not be the bad guys. These must be the original defenders of the keep who, unfortunately, lost their lives. I wish I had the journal entries here from the Adventurer's Journal, but if you do read my walkthrough, I put them in here. Now, this game does have the journal entries, but they're very, very oversimplified. You see, in the original computer versions, the Adventurer's Journals, you used a code wheel to get past the copy protection, but the Adventurer's Journal kind of added to that. But the Adventurer's Journal and the computer versions, of course, have a lot more detail, and I have added those to my guide, the computer versions and the NES versions, just so you can compare the two. So, those poor souls unfortunately did not make it out alive, but they still remain here for eternity as defenders of the keep. But we must have said a word on the elf scroll that they seem to like. Hopefully we told them that we're the good guys and we're here to help. Now, hopefully that it would be nice if the skeletons could accompany us in this game, or in the combat here, but it always seems that you never get any outside help, unfortunately. Anyways, let's go in here. This is the remains of a smithy. There are broken bellows and rusty forges. Frogs croak loudly outside. Alright, well, nice that there's frogs here. But this place probably hasn't been kept clean for a while because there's nobody living here anymore. So, let's just saunter on through this door, and the frog's drone becomes louder. Uh-oh, that's not very good. Now, you know what's really funny is the clue book for this game actually tells you to parley with the frogs to start the battle. It actually tells you that. Well, okay, fine. Let's parley with the frogs. Let's be nice about it. Maybe the frogs are nice. Maybe they're related to the Battletoads. They don't look like it, but let's see. Frogs can't understand you. Well, we gave that one a try. Now, even though they're supposed to be poisonous frogs, they actually didn't program the poison effect into this game. I believe in the computer versions, they could poison you, but in this version, they can't. Let's take a look at their stats. 4 hit points and an AC of 8. I think it's safe to say, even past the kobolds, these are the easiest enemies in the entire game, without any kind of exaggeration. So let's kick their butts. I don't know how you avoid a giant frog like that, but apparently you can. Now look at this. We're taking him out in one hit. I don't think the experience is going to be very much. But I'll take whatever I can get. 156 experience points. Well, we tried. Alright. Well, let's proceed. This room seems to have been an armory. The arms and armor here are rusted and useless. Well, that's too bad. Well, let's explore the place. That area up there in the upper left, you actually can't go into. So, let's check this out. You find a secret armory after you pass through an illusionary section of wall. Something glitters in the northwest corner. Well, this is the northwest corner, I guess. Let's go check it out. Anything in here? Even if I use the look option? Nope. So that room is just there for decoration. There is a floor lamp in the corner, and something is hung from it. There is a shield, a mace, a sword, and chainmail. The equipment has not been tarnished by age. Do you take them? I think that would be a great idea. Maybe they can help us in our quest. Let's have our thief hold on to it. Our lawful evil trusty thief. Hang on to it. Alright. Well, okay, doesn't seem to be anything in here, but let's turn the search mode on, since there's no random encounters in this area. I forgot to mention that, didn't I? The rooms past the frogs, yeah, there's no random encounters. And actually, I believe there is another secret area here. Is there not? Okay, I thought there was some in this room on the bottom. Maybe we could check that out later, though. Yeah, I thought there was... Okay. Maybe I'm just imagining things, or maybe I'm just going crazy. Alright, there is one more thing we're going to do. Before I close this video out. Or you know what? I'm going to be a jerk. I'm going to be a major butt. And I'm going to end the video here. And leave you guys on a cliffhanger, which probably won't matter because I'm going to upload 2 parts anyway. I'm going to try doing that too, 2 parts, but I'm not going to guarantee it because, you know, because I'm busy and stuff. I'm probably just going to do 1 video a day. I'm trying to do it daily, but I can't even guarantee that. But we'll see what happens. So join me in the next segment, and we will finish off Sokal Keep, or at least I hope we do. And we will see what other adventures are in store for us. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time. I hope these videos are more entertaining than my last ones, and I hope they're more informative. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. God bless. Peace out. Have a great day.